Stupid. I don't fuck with you. All these other niggas might fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Yo, monster. Got my motherfucking people that got that tail of your head. I know the secrets. Stupid. I'm talking to you though. I'm gonna take you to you're a monster. You're a demon. You're lurking and sneaking. These Romans, they hunters, they murky. My brothers, they're the police, and that's what the capital D. Yeah. I piss on that graze, and that's what the capital P. Yeah, monster, demons, lurking, creeping. Who that? Round the corner, pulling up slowly, looking crazy, traveling around, they act like they want me. Boy, you a lame. You think you're invincible, your badge is phony. I'm the real Jew. I got a sear on my neck, they ain't no star on me. They envy our heritage. They wanna be us so bad, they brainwashed us in slavery. I can't trust them. Who? Americans. And I'm speaking the truth. This ain't no anti-Samaritan. Yeah, and I'm itching for justice. He who leads in captivity, well, I know that you know it. And they plot. They want me. What? But I'm with the Lord, and guess what? I got on the phone on me. You're a monster. You're a demon. You're lurking and sinking. These Romans, they hunters. They murky. My brothers, they're the police, and that's what the capital D. I piss on that graze, and that's what the capital P. Monster. Demons, lurking, creeping.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
They talk about man. It's about time, so no cursing to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, that's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, don't you get another legacy.
If I gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her over, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, sold your seat for some bloody beef. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no cursing to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, that's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, don't you get another legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Learn one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, it's another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. One West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. You just gotta fall, fall, never rise. That's a melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, sending curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Fusion gotta fall, never rise. That's a melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
All right. Say Shalom. You say ready? Yes, sir. All right. Shalom, Israel, the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Home, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. This is Thursday class. I'm Officer Knott on the down for the day. History class. Got our bod on the board. We got a sister in the classroom. Good to see you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Title of the class is, what's the title of the class? My bod?
Yes, sir. Stolen land.
Stolen land. So looked at the calendar yesterday, and I was at a charter school, and they said the school is off on Monday for Indigenous People Day, right? So when I looked at that, I laughed because I didn't really know what that was. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, when I really came to it, it's Columbus Day, right? But how do you flip that? How do you flip Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day? Because Columbus was the thief. Columbus was the murderer. And that's who was celebrated for so many years. But now they try to give that day to the Native Americans. You can't do that. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Columbus and so many other explorers, when they got to these places, they found something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They found the holy blood of Israel. They found the Lord's chosen people. And when they got there, they just kept taking and taking and taking until there was nobody left. You know what I'm saying? And we celebrate Columbus, and he never even made it to America. Columbus only made it to Hispaniola and a few places before. Think about it like today. America is where we are today. America is the imperial land. America took control of places like Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam, the islands like Micronesia, Polynesia, a few of them, the Virgin Islands. And when they get to these places, they wipe out everybody that's there until there's barely nobody left. The Native Americans, they wipe out everybody that's there until there's nobody left. And then they make it almost profane for you to speak your own language and do your own customs. And they force what they call Christianity on us. They force what they call Catholicism on us. And what happens is you no longer are the person that you are because you have to become the person that they want you to be. Otherwise, you'll die. All right? So that's what it's like today. Think about it. That's the most recent example we have of it. That's probably pretty much the most recent example we have of it. Here's why Columbus came to America, allegedly. Columbus was trying to find a way around the Silk Road, which was when the Ottoman and Turks, allegedly, which is when the Ottoman and Turks were overtaking Byzantine Empire, or Byzantium, which was the Black Rome, right? 14 something, right? So now that they seized the Silk Road, you can no longer go through Byzantine or go through Turkey. That road, you can't go through that way to get to the Indus Valley or get to Mesopotamia. You can no longer trade that way, right? So now they were trying to find a way around the Silk Road, around Africa, right? Allegedly, right? So Columbus, being a person who was around information, found records, right? Our records. And Columbus used these records to find these people, right? We know this because in his memoirs, he took Hebrew-speaking interpreters. Now, anybody that know, Salaki, I forgot my books, just moved back to the city, so all my books are still packed away. On a day like this, I will bring a whole bunch of books. So just know I got the books, got whatever you need. So if you need information, you can text it in and I'll send you the book page number, whatever the case may be, so you can refer to it on your own, right? So when he came to America, he had Hebrew translators, right? He got to America. When he came here, he landed in Hispaniola, which is today Dominican Republic and Haiti, right? The people that were there were saying that across the pond or across the water in Florida was Reuben. Over here was Manasseh, right? And it was saying this in Hebrew that the book that you bought was our book. It's a book called The Star in the West. You can find that in. It's also a book called Nature Knows the Promised Lands. I forget what it's called. What's it called? The Promised Lands.
Lost, no color land.
No, not that one. Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, right? All through that book. Star in the West, Black Indians as well as another book, right? So they say that when the book that you bought was our book, right? And the people that you came to see, we got people here, they across this way and across that way. Even Jamaica's was a part of the Taino, right? Jamaica, the name Jamaica comes from a Taino word, right? So all of Israel was gathered here, right? They came here about 300 BC, something like that, after they left from the Assyrian captivity. This is all documented in our scroll, in our records. But in order to destroy your people, you got to destroy their records. So first, let's start with one or two scriptures, and then we're going to go to some records. All right, give me Deuteronomy 28. Let me see. Say again. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28. Give me one second. Monster. Theme. We start at 48. Okay, start at 48.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
And if I could, real quick before you read, mind you, this is Moses talking to Israelites when they came out of Egypt. So while we were leaving Egypt, Moses is writing down these records. This is the Torah. He's writing down the records they give to Israel or the Hebrews, right? This isn't everybody in the world. This is for the Hebrews. This is who he's talking to. So he's saying, if you don't listen to the Most High, these curses are going to overtake you. And these are one of the curses that he told the children of Israel in the wilderness. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt serve thine enemies.
You skip the word.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Now, what happens is the Lord said, we're going to serve our master. You're going to serve your enemy. You're going to call him master in want of all things and nakedness and hunger. You know what I mean? Today, in order for you to get clothes, in order for you to get water, in order for you to get anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to work. You have to serve your enemy in order to get anything you want. A roll of toilet paper, a bottle of water. This bottle of water costs $2 in some places because they know you're going to pay $2 for it, depending on your circumstances, maybe even more, right? But this bottle of water come in a pack of 12 or 20 for like $2. So they take and they double and quadruple and make you pay because you're less than, right? They're the master. They're the person that you have to ask for what you want, right? Go ahead.
And in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He shall do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Yeah, like we can't do anything without serving our enemies. So that's the yoke of iron around our neck. We got to work 40 hours a week plus more. They said the average a person got to make to survive in America is $120,000 a year. Jesus Christ, that's like $60 an hour. That's to just be regular. So you and your partner got to be making at least $30 an hour to be regular, to be above poverty line in America. That's wild. Middle class is now $120,000 a year, right? So hunger and nakedness, you're going to serve your enemies. Go ahead.
Okay. I got a precept, sir, for the yoke. In Matthew, you let me, sir.
Go ahead. Get in.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
And that's heavy because Christ is saying everybody that's being destroyed by the oppressor, This is how we going to get rest. We got to come here to get our rest. If we don't find the truth, we'll never find a place where we can feel our happiness. I come to the school and I see the brothers and I get that joy again. I mean, I get the energy again because I know this is what we do it for. Brick by brick, we're gonna build a community because I know the brother gonna have what I need. I know the sister gonna have what we need to grow. That's how we build our community with love and with, you know what I'm saying, with motivation, you know what I'm saying, with ambition, with dignity and discipline. We can take what the kingdom needs and build it, right? I see the brother sitting in the seat. I'm like, Most High Christ, the Lord is bringing people back together so we can rest, so we can get out of this captivity. Because I know if a brother needs something, all he got to do is pick up the phone. But Esau knows that you won't pick up the phone, which will make you serve him more. You're going to work 5 overtime days. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to build up such and such company, the Pepsi company. You're going to keep building up the Pepsi company until the Pepsi company has a stock that's worth $1 billion. And you make $10 an hour. But your brother is going to be here in this school saying, Salaki, I don't got enough to pay the rent. I'm like, don't worry about it. We're going to scramble up some money. We're going to help pay your rent. Because that's where you find your rest at. You here getting the precepts. You here getting the knowledge and the information. And you're going to teach the people. Nobody give a damn about no bills. They going to get paid. Esau going to get his money. Don't worry about Esau. But the Lord may not be able to wait for him. You know what I'm saying? They got forbearance for a reason. Keep going with your precept. Heavy precept too.
Verse 29. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
That's what Christ said. The Most High through Christ. He said, take my yoke upon thee. This burden that we carry in the school, this is it's a difference between something called eustress and distress. There's a difference, right? So distress is the pain and the suffer. You ain't getting nowhere with distress. Distress is like a messed up transmission on your car. It just gives you hell, right? It just makes your days longer. But then there's something called eustress, which is like EU stress, right? EU stress. That's how I spell EUSTRESS, right? That stress is getting something positive out of it. So like going to school, the struggle or the grind with school, this type of stress, you know what I'm saying? Like we got classes, you know, in the summertime, you're red, she trying to get busy. But I got to teach class tomorrow. The sun don't go down to 10:30 at night. You think what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more difficult. You know what I mean? The type of stresses that we deal with in the truth it's a beautiful stress. It's a stress that one day we know we'll reap benefits from, because I'll see my kids grow one day and I won't see them on stripper poles. You know what I'm saying? I'll see them teaching classes one day. I'm like, God damn, Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing because my son doing what needs to be done. But I had to stress first. I had to deal with the pain first. So it's a difference between both of them stresses. So the Lord saying, take this yoke, put this yoke upon your neck, put this burden on your back. Don't deal with the work that they're giving you and stress about that. This is another stress that you can deal with. And this stress is going to be beautiful because you'll actually see the fruit grow. You'll see good fruit. You know what I'm saying? When you go to work, you don't never see fruit from you get your money and it's gone when you get it. No matter how much hours you work. You could get $500 extra on your check. It won't feel like it. It's gone. You think what I'm saying? Like the money that we make don't really add up to nothing because you just building Esau's kingdom. He gives you pennies. Meanwhile, he didn't forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Hand over fist money from your time. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine in an hour how much you make the company and how much the company made in 1 hour. So put this yoke around your neck. Go ahead.
Oh God. And learn of me.
And learn of him. Go ahead.
For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
So the Most High is where you find peace. The Most High is where you find your humility. The Most High is where you find everything that you need to survive, to humble yourself. Everything that's beautiful, you find here in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because you find a way to take your mind out of whatever it's in and fix it. Right. We call it brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to fix your mind, get all the dirty stuff out your mind, and get on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So take this stress, take this burden. But the Lord said that if we didn't listen to him, the people that don't listen to him, this is for us, right? This is Christ talking to the people. come to school, come to class, come learn with us. But it's people that don't listen. Majority of us don't listen. So Moses is saying, if you don't listen, go back to Deuteronomy. If you don't listen, or when you don't listen,
There was one more verse.
It was more. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 30. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
See, the Most High said, this law is easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to keep the law. It's easy to not eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Like these laws just become second nature. Like it's like something we just do. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way of life. It's a culture. Like if somebody put a pig sandwich in front of me, come on, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm not like, oh my God, look at the way that pig is sizzling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not hard for me to turn down tuna fish. My bad, sis. Can you give it a mic?
Shalom. I was wondering on verse 29. What does it mean when Yahweh Shai say, "I am meek and lowly in heart"?
I'm meek and lowly.
Meek and lowly in heart.
Well, the Lord said He want to. His people are a broken and contrite spirit. I'm just Christ talking, right? It's in red, right?
Yes, sir.
So His people are a broken and contrite spirit, right? So He's humble. You know what I'm saying? He's the meek is like meek and humble that's humble, right? I'm meek and lowly in my heart and in mind, right? So it's like saying this is where you find. It's like when your woman is humble. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like being somewhere where it's peaceful to be around. You dig what I'm saying? It's not the stress of going to work and dealing with the high velocity of you got to be at work, you got to get yourself together and make sure that the money is right and get the cash right there and do all of this stuff. It's not the stress or the pain of trying to grow something that's bigger than you. He's saying this is easy to do. Or everything we got to do is easy. Keeping the laws is easy. This is where you find your peace at because I'm meek and I'm lowly of heart. My mind ain't on all that crazy stuff. All we want to do is serve the Most High, build His kingdom, and be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Follow God. That's what we want to do. That's what Christ is teaching us. But
He was far from being arrogant.
absolutely, like they said, though. You know, Scripture say when they would try to praise Christ, He would do like when He fed the 7,000 people with the fish, whatever. They like, oh, thank you. He spin off in the woods somewhere and go pray. You know what I'm saying? Anytime He did a miracle, He would spin off or disappear and go pray. You know what I'm saying? Like He didn't want the accolades. Kind of like Commander and YAHANNA. Commander and YAHANNA don't want the accolades. He don't want the, you know what I mean, to be praised and like that because, you know, that's the Lord that's doing that. And that's why when we follow somebody like Commander and YAHANNA, it's so heavy and it's such a beautiful thing because he's that person, meek and lowly in heart. You know what I'm saying? His spirit is something that you can draft or is drawn to because he's, you know what I'm saying? He's somebody that's like that. Somebody that's not, it's not hard to follow Commander and YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Because Commander and YAHANNA shows you the right way. But if somebody was to take you down the wrong path, at some point you would start to question it. At some point you would think that is this the right way? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes if I'm going the right way, if I'm doing the right thing, it ain't hard to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, it becomes normal. It becomes second nature. It's what we do all the time. You know what I'm saying? So answer your question. Most encouraged. Good.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, and we'll start at verse 14.
What?
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Most High in Christ. What?
Verse 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Now, also, mind you, also scriptures say, try a friend. You know what I mean? Like a friend must be tried. Like I can't just call you my friend. You know what I'm saying? We have to go through things together to become a friend. So Christ is saying, come follow us. Come join the school. Because this school is somewhere where you can find peace. We can be friends once we deal with Esau together. You know what I'm saying? Once we learn how to fight the same common enemy, we become friends because I know me and you got the same idea in mind. We know who the devil is. We know where the problems and the trouble come from. We know how to fix them. You know what I'm saying? We know where to go to study the Bible. We both know. That's how we become friends, right? So us trying our friendship is because we walk the same way. You dig what I'm saying? We don't disagree because we both know what the path is. We on the path that's narrow. Both of us share the same mind. And that's how you try your friend. You know what I'm saying? So Christ is like, yeah, we read that scripture again?
Yes, sir. Verse 14. This is the book of John, chapter 15 and we'll start at verse 14.
Good.
Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you.
If you do what you're supposed to do, then we can be friends. But there'll be a day when somebody won't do what they ain't supposed to do, and we can no longer be friends because we don't agree. You think what I'm saying?
Right.
Someday may come where the brother say, you know what? That pork sandwich do look good. I'm like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Like him, I'm gonna look at him. He gonna eat the pepperoni slice and just be chewing on it. I'm like, brother, you know what I'm saying? Then we gonna go to council and we gonna have to deal with our problems because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not hard to turn down a pepperoni sandwich. Right. Maybe you got demons you're dealing with, but our friendship can no longer go unless we deal with our problems. Right. Once we deal with our problems, then we can become friends again. Right. But until you fix your problem or until you fix what you got going on, we aren't friends. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the demon growing. You think I'm saying? I want to make sure I said that right. What's your question, sis? Yeah, you sure? Yeah. Until you fix your demon or until you learn the way you fix your demon is to come to the brother.
Right.
Or the brother to come to you. But when you see your brother willingly sinning, there's no way for us to be friends. Right. Because you don't want to keep the laws. You don't want to do what the Most High told you to do. If you keep his commandments, then we can be friends. Right. But if you don't, we don't agree. We can't agree. Right. And we can't disagree and walk on the same path. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. What's on Christ? What was you about to say, sis?
Some like brothers and sisters in SHALAM. One, hello.
Oh, and also power they can hear us on
Testing 1, 2. You can hear it.
They can hear it on.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I like brothers and sisters that's in the world. Sometimes we come into the truth, like, family and old friends. They might like try to annoy you on purpose, knowing that you don't eat pork.
Yeah.
But they eat pork around you just to try to vex your spirit. Yeah. I notice that people in the world do that, or friends or family.
The scriptures say, prepare your soul for temptation in the day you come to serve the Lord. They're going to try you because Satan wants you back. You know what I'm saying? And Satan going to try everything to get you back. Satan going to come through everything you love. Think about Job. You know what I'm saying? Satan will come through everything you love and try to destroy you from every angle. But at the end of the day, Job didn't break. Job didn't waver. And the Lord gave him everything tenfold. You know what I'm saying? So what the brother is bringing out is absolutely heavy. We didn't even get to the topic yet. You know what I'm saying? But what the brother bringing out is heavy. When you come serve the Lord, you're going to have to deal with the trouble. You're going to have to deal with your family. And he said, I ain't come to bring a sword. I ain't come for peace. So it's going to put you at variance with your brother, with your sister, with your mom, with your dad, with your kids, with your family, with your husband, with everybody, with the dog. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to fight those demons to find your way to freedom. You know what I mean? We trying to build a whole community, a whole kingdom. And that technically ain't easy. But it's something that we do every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like brushing your teeth. When you a kid, learning how to brush your teeth is difficult. But when you older, it's not hard. You do it every day. You just brush your teeth and keep it pushing. But for kids, learning how to tie your shoe, forget about it. Learning how to do math, oh my God, forget about it. Now I do math in my head. It's not hard. It just comes over time. You know what I'm saying? So the more and more you fight those demons, they're gonna leave for a season and they're gonna come back. But the more and more you learn how to fight them demons, at some point, a cigarette don't mean nothing to you no more. A blunt don't mean nothing to you no more. A pepperoni, whatever example it is, pepperoni pizza don't mean nothing, or a tuna sandwich, it just don't mean nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you've dealt with that for so many years. And I know you've been here a very long time. You know what I mean? So I don't even got to tell you at this point. I don't even got to tell you, sis.
Question.
Good.
Comment. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 1.
Abide pulling precepts on his precepts. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Yeah, like it's a righteous thing with God to recompense or to make right the troubles that they made with you. Break it down, Abide.
Yes. So I believe, if I was not mistaken, she said about the they would do it on purpose, like the pork, or the they would do it around you on purpose, or the family, or they might try you. If you be patient, and if of course you have a merciful spirit, the Lord is going to deal with that situation in His own way. We got to leave it up to the Most High God to deal with it, because He's the judge, the Almighty Judge of judges. He knows how to deal with it in a way. So He's going to get it. He's going to deal with it righteously. We just got to remain on our path, keeping the law, doing what is right, and the Lord going to give you faith.
And what He's saying is heavy, because at the end of the day, it all hang on two laws: love your brother as yourself, and love the Most High with all your might. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you snap off and haul off and hit your sister or hit your brother. You know what I'm saying? Then that's you taking the demon from him.
Right.
That's you. You know what I mean? Yeah, the demon took hold of you. You know what I'm saying? Because now it made you sin. You know what I'm saying? Made you break a law against your brother when you could have, or your sister. You know what I'm saying? When you could have just spoke to him, or you know what I'm saying, let him know, like, I don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? And you could choose to break it down to him, or you could. Normally, there's a couple ways you could do it. You could break it down to him, like, yeah, the Bible said. That's some people. Or you could say, well, pork ain't really good for you. You ever see them worms come out that pork? That's another way. Or you could just, you could say pork ain't good for you. You ever see them worms come out that pork? They put that Pepsi on that pork and them worms come out there. Sit that pork in the windowsill for 2 hours and watch it come out. You could go with that way, or you could just say, I'm too out. I don't really do the pork thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's a couple ways to do it. You could teach them, whether spiritually, carnally, or you could just say no. You know what I mean? So there's a few ways to do it. Any more precepts I bought?
Not at this time.
Most High Christ. All right. Go back to 49 in Deuteronomy.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Oh, this is the one right here. Damn. We all seen this precept 1,000 times, right? We familiar with the eagle is, right? Right? The eagle is the post office. The eagle is what? What else?
Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. What else?
The eagle has landed.
The eagle has landed. What else? Every Edomite civilization have used the eagle. Go back to Rome, Germany. Most Edomite civilizations use the eagle as their symbol. You know what I'm saying? The eagle is symbolic with Esau. In perpetuity, they'll normally always use the eagle, which is why Philly is the birthplace of America, and their football team is the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? 1776ers. You know what I'm saying? They representing the independence of America, or the birth of America, which is why the Eagles are from the Philadelphia 1776ers area. What?
It's funny because isn't the eagle the apex predator of the air?
Hell yeah. An eagle will pick up everything. An eagle will pick up a deer. Eagles are vicious, and they like 7 feet long. They ridiculous. But it's definitely an apex predator. And they dive like 200 miles per hour. Go ahead.
It reminds me metaphorically of the dragon.
Absolutely. Because it sees you from way up above. You can't even barely see the eagle, but the eagle watching you from miles in the air. You know what I'm saying? And as you can't even get away from the bird. You know what I'm saying? Then the talons is like this. Talons is like ostrich claws. So, you know what I mean? You can't really get away from the eagle. So the Lord said he's going to bring a predator from afar off, from the other side of the earth, as swift as an eagle. And when they get there, it's going to devour us. All right? Any more on that?
Yes, sir. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Keep going.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
And this nation is of a fierce countenance. You know what the countenance is, right? What is that?
Your facial expression, the way you behave, the way you act, the way you show yourself
it's your spirit.
towards other people.
It's your spirit.
Your spirit. Come.
Give me Luke 21-24.
Come. Yes, sir. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 24.
Right.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Mind you, this is Christ talking, but it's about us, right? We're going to fall by the edge of the sword, be led captive into all nations. Go ahead.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
You know what I mean? So remember, Gentiles is two different type of people. Think of Gentiles like saying American. You know what I'm saying? American can be black American, Chinese American, white American. You know what I'm saying? The Gentiles or the other nation or another people, right? You should be trodden down by the Americas. Go ahead.
Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Now that time is going to end. So let's get right into it. Let's go to Esdras, chapter 13, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
All right, I believe we set the tone with that one. Any more precepts I buy? All right, let's get into it. Like I was saying about Columbus. So Columbus was trying to find his way around Africa. And allegedly he finds his way here to America. Mind you, this is all history. So history is whatever they tell us, right? So he finds his way to America. When he gets here, he goes into these little islands. He started in Bahamas, actually. He landed in Bahamas first, right? I think it's called Columbus Island or something like that, right? Lands in the Bahamas. Then he goes to Hispaniola and he goes to Jamaica and all these different places down there. Cuba. He's in all that, all of the Caribbean, all right? They said they try to leave with so much gold that the boat fell, so the boat sunk. It's like 3 boats that sunk off Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is rich port. Dominican is some family, I think it's like something, forget his name, but I believe he's in Spain, but it's definitely a family, which is where the word Dominican comes from. Most of the people are just named after different people when they got here. You know what I'm saying? But we were the Arawak, the Tainos, or the Israelites when they got here. You know what I'm saying? So it took so many people back to Spain and sold them to Wales and sold them to different places over in Spain. Seville became the capital of slave trading over on that in Europe, right? So Seville, Spain, is where they were taking all the slaves to. 80% of the slaves died on the way over. 20% survived. They said it was good money. What you got about it?
I just have a brief comment. I was going to say it's just crazy how the earth just has all these resources and how the oppressor even uses human beings as a resource.
Absolutely. We were a commodity. Think like, yo, let me get this water. All right, give me 2 niggas for this water. Give me a nigga child and a woman. No sweat. All right, it's yours. Hey, go with him. And it was a commodity. You know what I'm saying, like they would trade rum. Most of the places that make rum were like sugarcane places, like Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago. Most of those places that mass produce sugarcane, Puerto Rico, that mass produced sugarcane were rum headquarters. Haiti was responsible for 1 or 2/3 of the earth's coffee at this point in time. Haiti was providing 2/3 of the earth's coffee. So think how hard it was working them Haitians.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's really the idea, the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? When they get to places, they just steal. Like to us, when you come to our neighborhoods, you know, things that we use to survive, like think about it like this. When they get to Puerto Rico, they got diamonds just there. They got sapphire and jade and all kind of emeralds just there. You know what I'm saying? It's just rocks. They will put them on their shirt or their chest and be like, yeah, I got one. No. When Esau comes, he like, I can get $10 million for this diamond. Oh, look, I'm gonna take this back, give it to the queen. They're gonna pay me much money. You know where to find these at? yeah, that joint right down here in Abad Hayat Stream. They're like, oh yeah, take me to Abad Hayat Stream. Put the gun to him. I need 30 of these by tomorrow. What you mean? 30 of them. All right, I'll get you 30 of them, no sweat. Now tomorrow I need another 30, and another 30, and another 30, and it's never gonna stop. Next thing you know, you're like, damn, this boy crazy, this white man crazy. And he keeps doing it and keeps doing it. Next thing you know, you find yourself in servitude. You working because you show him where to get this big diamond at. And he's doing it over and over again. It's called an employee. You just got yourself hired. And now you don't got nowhere to stay because he's taking everything. And you need to come to him for food. You need to come to him for water, money, because you're like, damn, I'm hungry. I'll get you water. Just keep working. I need something to eat. I'll get you what you need. Just keep working. And you become a servant. The island was like 3 million people strong. When they left, it was like 120,000, 300,000. They wiped these islands out, like decimated these islands. This is, the Northern Kingdom for the most part. All right. That's where we at. Let's go to Christopher Columbus, 2nd Ezra chapter 13. Start at verse 1.
If I could, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the scripture where it says, the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. How would that relate to Esau and how he affected us?
Nigga, you ever heard about what they say about Hispanics? They say when you look at them, they get pregnant. That's what they call it. That's what they say about Hispanics today, because they wiped them out. But today they are very, very fruitful. Esau can't multiply like that. You could tell that they got all kind of stuff. They got petri dishes that splice cells. They got in vitro stuff. They got all kind of cloning and all kind of ways to freeze eggs and freeze sperm and sperm banks and all kind of things to try to make them more fertile. They try to split cells to see if you can get twins or one of the babies survive. Esau got so many ways to try to make sure you get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because they aren't a race of people that can procreate like that. You know what I mean? But the more and more they find their way into our nation, that's how they find themselves procreating. That's why I say they're going to be a vagabond, or, you know what I'm saying, or a fugitive. I mean, he don't have a land. He's always on the run. He's always fleeing from persecution. And when he get to those places, he becomes an Australian. He becomes an American. He becomes a nigga in the ghetto. He becomes the last Indian. He becomes whatever, because that's how he survived. He's a parasite, a virus. He needs you to survive. And if you push him away, he won't survive. That's Esau. All right. So let's go to anybody. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to 2nd Ezra 13:1. Let's start there.
Yes, sir. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Now, this is a story. We're going to read this story, all right? So we're going to do a lot of reading. You're going to do a lot of reading, bud.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof.
So this brother had a dream, right? After 7, matter of fact, go back to (12 and 47).
Sir.
What? 46.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 46. Be of good comfort, O Israel, and be not heavy, thou house of Jacob.
Go ahead. Remember, it's two different house. Israel and Jacob is different. Israel, Northern Kingdom. Jacob is Southern Kingdom. Familiar with that? Familiar with that, sis? Israel is Northern Kingdom. Jacob is Southern Kingdom.
I thought it was Judah, Southern Kingdom. Judah. For Judah, Southern Kingdom. And his father. Right?
Yeah, but go ahead. It's the same thing. Go ahead.
Verse 47. For the highest have you in remembrance, and the mighty have not forgotten you in temptation. Verse 48. As for me, I have not forsaken you,
Mm-hmm.
neither am I departed from you,
Mm-hmm.
but am come into this place to pray for the desolation of Zion,
I pray for the desolation or the people that were destroyed of Zion of Israel. Go ahead.
and that I might seek mercy for the low estate of your sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 49. And now go your way home, every man,
Mm-hmm.
and after these days will I come unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 50. So the people went their way into the city like as I commanded them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 51. And I remained still in the field 7 days.
He didn't leave. He stayed there for his 7 days. Go ahead.
As the angel commanded me,
Mm-hmm.
and did eat only in those days of the flowers of the field,
Mm-hmm.
and had my meat of the herd.
Now, this the brother that stayed still. He dreamed. Or he had a dream after the 7 days. Now that's where we at. Go ahead.
This book of 2 Ezra 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea,
Mm-hmm.
that it moved all the waves thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled
Mm-hmm.
that were seen under him.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And whensoever that the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice,
Mm. Go ahead.
like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5.
So when he spoke, everything burned like fire. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain
Mm-hmm.
and flew upon it.
He made a government and was on top of the government. Go ahead.
Verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not.
Couldn't even see the top of it. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid,
Mm-hmm.
and yet there's fight.
So everybody that came to come fight him, they what it say? Judah is as a lion's whelp, a young lion. But when they go to fight, it's an old lion. So everybody that went to go fight him was like, we're gonna go get him. And they got there and it was like, actually, we not. Like we not even gonna mess with this dude. This dude crazy. He made a mountain and he's on. No, we're not even gonna mess with him. That's where we at. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire,
Mm-hmm.
and out of his lips a flaming breath,
Go ahead.
and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
So this white man or this person in his dream didn't even hold weapons. This person spoke and he destroyed with his mouth, with his tongue. The things he said were destructive. So destructive. Nobody didn't even want to fight him that had swords, had guns. Keep going.
Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath,
Mm-hmm.
and the great tempest.
This is the dragon. This is the dragon that's breathing the fire. I lost my time. Right? This is Esau. Right? This is Lucifer. This is Satan in the garden himself. This is the devil. Right? In human form. Right? He came to disrupt something that was once beautiful, right? He was in this place and he saw somebody come out the water. And when he came out the water, he just started to destroy everything. Took everything over, burnt up all the trees, just everything that he knew to be lovely was ashes. Keep going.
And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight,
Mm-hmm.
and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was yet to be perceived,
Nothing was left. Go ahead.
but only dust and smell of smoke.
Now, this is what Columbus did when he got to America, when he got to this side of the earth. This is who he embodied. He embodied this person. He see this, he like, damn. Well, not he see this, but I mean, as he see in his dream, he see somebody come out the ocean and just destroy everything. This is us. Like, from the beginning, we've been the people to be. They said when they got here, we was so, it's a book called The Mayan Civilization by something Gallenkamp. It's green. They said when they got to America, right? When Cortez got to America, they were so far advanced, they had breath mints. Yeah, we had breath mints, right? The Native Americans in the Yucatan Peninsula, they were once the Mexica or the Toltecs, right? The Toltecs and the Olmecs, right? They were absorbed into the Aztecs, who were the stronger people, right? Tola is a son of Issachar. The city that they named was called Tolan, right? Which became I can't say the name of that place. Techno, whatever it's called, which is today Mexico City, right? So when he got to Yucatan Peninsula, when they got to meet us, we had paved streets. We had the tortoise shell, that was our shields, right? Yeah, we had jade necklaces and all kind of stuff. We was decked out. And mind you, when they got there, they had the calendars that mapped out the sun and the stars and everything. Their mathematics was far beyond what they knew, right? They didn't come to a place with a bunch of savages. They came to a place or a civilization that they learned everything from. The name Chicago is a Native American name. Delaware is a Native American name. Schuylkill is a Native American name. All of these names that they kept because Chicago was 5 times the size of Chicago. Right. Peru, they get to Peru, Machu Picchu and all them lands. It was thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people there. And when they get there, they would just kill them. They said they played soccer with their heads, all kind of stuff. These are the days you celebrate when you do Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? You celebrate the death of these people. This is who came to these lands. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come and see a bunch of savages. They came to the land and saw Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? They saw people like Solomon. Mind you, they didn't have the New Testament here. They had the Old Testament. They knew who Solomon was. You dig what I'm saying? Keep going.
When I saw this, I was afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. Afterward saw I the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude.
Mm-hmm. That he got his folks. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And there came much people unto him,
Mm-hmm.
whereof some were glad,
Mm-hmm.
some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and some were bought of them that were offered.
Some were bound. Did you say some were bound?
And some of them were bound.
So that some of them were slaves as well. When he got here, I wish I had that book on me, but they were speaking in Hebrew. They said, remember the book said, Shema, Sha'ala, Yahweh, Allahayna, wa Yahweh. They were speaking in Hebrew to each other. He said, hey, Shalom, Israel. The Lord, our power is one God. They greeted each other in Hebrew. Today we would say Shalom, Yahweh Shpakatah. That's how they greeted each other. And that's how he knew who he met. Why would he bring a Hebrew interpreter if he didn't know he was going to see the Israelites? Right. Keep going.
And others some brought of them that were offered.
Mm-hmm.
Then was I sick through great fear,
Mm-hmm.
and I awaked and said,
this was his nightmare. And you know what's hell about it? We live in that nightmare today. Right. Can you imagine having the most scariest nightmare you could have? And you wake up like, oh my God, I just had a nightmare. And then in 2,000 years, that's somebody's life. Somebody lived your worst nightmare. We live his nightmare every day. It's the life we live. Can you imagine that? Just waking up. Just imagine the worst thing you could think of, the worst nightmare you could ever picture. And that's your kid's everyday life after you pass away. That's where we at. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Thou hast shewed thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Verse 15. Shew me now yet the interpretation of this dream.
He's speaking with the angel, with the messenger. Go ahead.
Verse 16. For as I conceive in mine understanding.
In mine, I only know what I can understand. So could you explain this to me? Go ahead.
Woe unto them that shall be left in those days.
That they gonna be destroyed. Whoever's here in them days, Lord be with them. It's gonna be a rough one. Go ahead.
And much more woe unto them that are not left behind.
That are what?
And much more woe unto them that are not left behind.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. For they that were not left were in heaviness.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. Now understand I the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare. Verse 20. Yet is it easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world.
It's more dangerous to stay than it is to die. Go ahead.
And not to see the things that happen in the last days.
You're better off just dying before you see this man come. More woe to them that die before they get here. They're going to be more destroyed than the people that when he gets here, you know what I mean? Because either way, you're going to run into destruction. Go ahead.
And he answered unto me and said, verse 21, the interpretation of the dream shall I shew thee, and I will open unto thee the thing that thou hast required. Verse 22.
I don't want to skip down. I want to keep reading because all of this is good. It get real good too. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind. This is the interpretation.
There you go. Go ahead.
Verse 23. He that shall endure the peril in that time have kept himself.
He that should endure the peril have kept himself. Go ahead.
They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty.
Go ahead.
Verse 24. Know this therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. This is the meaning of the vision, whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea. Verse 26. The same is he whom God the highest has kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature.
Now, this is twofold. Why? Because our person or our star will one day come against their people. And in one day you'll see this story flip. Right? Now, there'll be people who don't make it, but there will be people who do make it. Right? So now what he sees is the conquering of a people. What he sees is the subduing of a nation. But just as though it'll happen to them, it'll happen for us. You understand what I'm saying? All right, that's where we at. Go ahead.
Okay. Which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. Verse 27. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came as a blast of wind and fire and storm. Verse 28. And that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him.
Go ahead.
This is the interpretation. Verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Now, as Christopher Columbus is reading this, right? The wickedness of Esau is Esau will become our God. That's what he wants to do in his head, right? So the day when Christ returns is going to be just like this, right? When the Most High send Christ back, Esau going to be the one that's bowing down. Esau going to be the one that's so afraid. This is going to be Esau's nightmare, and it's going to be our beautiful day. But when Columbus came, it was their beautiful day and our nightmare. So as any demon, they took something that was beautiful and perverted it. All right? So y'all follow me thus far, right? So you about to read about the coming of Christ. But Esau said, no, that's how I'm going to get there. When I get there, I'm going to breathe fire. I'm going to build the mountain. I'm going to become like the Most High. I'm going to sit above the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north, above the stars. And I'm going to make them worship me. Right? Keep going.
Verse 30. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 31. And he shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Verse 32. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I shew thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascended.
Yeah, this is heavy. Real quick, let me get Lamentations 5 and 12.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, and verse 12. Princes are hanged up by their hand. The faces of elders were not honored.
Keep going.
Verse 13. They took the young men to grind, and the children fell under the wood. Verse 14. The elders have ceased from the gate, the young men from their music. Verse 15. The joy of our heart is ceased. Our dance is turned into mourning.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. The crown is fallen from our head. Woe unto us that we have sinned.
Now, this is what we got to understand. We didn't listen to the Most High, and the Most High gave us a coin, right? You got heads and tails on both sides of the coin, right? When we flipped that coin and we chose to do the wrong thing, we found ourselves on the wrong side of the coin, right? And so now everything that's supposed to be ours is now the thing that oppresses us, like the little head, right? They use our laws, our government, everything that's ours to oppress us. Now you can't even say they're who they are on the internet. You can't even say it out in the street. You can't even speak on them. That's oppression, right? What you got?
If I could, sir, speaking of that coin, we was only meant to have a one-sided coin, a trick coin, so to speak.
So was Adam, right? So exactly, you right on it. So was Adam. That was the way it's supposed to be from the beginning. But we learned about the Lord's bad side. We learned about what was through the door, the do not enter door, and it was exposed to us by Eve. But once we did what Eve told us to do, then sin came into the earth. Somebody's son got murdered. A murder happened. You know what I'm saying? Then everything that was evil started to come upon us. That's how we got here. And we kept following the steps of Adam. Christ taught us how to follow the Most High and not follow man, right? And that's why Christ being here was so spiritual, because he's saying you don't got, the law was so we can punish each other. If you ate pork, you got hit in the head with a rock. And niggas like, oh, you know what? I have to take a rock. Let me get that pork. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of not doing the law, which is spiritual, like, I don't not eat pork because I don't have to, or because I can't eat pork. I eat pork because I don't want to. I don't eat purpose. I don't want to. You dig what I'm saying? It becomes something spiritual as opposed to I do it because of the law, because of the punishment, right? So now when Adam is out in the world being Adam, his rib, like, they got good cheesesteaks down there. And he like, yeah, let's go. Let's go get the cheesesteaks from 42nd Street. Knowing they got good food where they at. They got all kind of food. But, you know what I'm saying? He want to go down there in the hood and get something somewhere else. And the Lord come looking for him and he not there no more. They out on 42nd Street doing God knows what. You know what I'm saying? So once he followed his carnality and began to sin, now everybody follows their carnality. Only way you can not be carnal is to be spiritual, to kill the carnal man. You follow me?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good, sir. With 7 years when he went to that 42nd Street, he couldn't find his way back in because of that flaming sword and that cherubims, because they was keeping away to the tree of life. So,
same as when the door closed for the boat with Noah. He couldn't open that door if he wanted to. The angels closed that door. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the curse. A curse is a stumbling block. He couldn't find his way back because he was cursed. You dig me? So we were supposed to see the good of this vision, but we didn't, because we didn't follow the Lord. We didn't do what was right. So we got the flip side of the coin. We got everything on the latter half of Deuteronomy, as opposed to the early half. The Lord said, if you do follow, all these blessings that happen. If you don't follow, all these curses that happen. You choose. Moses said, choose life. And all of us chose death. All of us. So now, as he had this vision, he said, whoever is alive in that day, Lord be with him. And whoever fall in that day, Lord be with them too. Because it's going to be a rough day to be in. And it seems as though anybody who comes after that, or the latter days after him, after he come, Lord be with them too. Because it's going to be rough. So that was our plight, right? So when he got here, you know what I'm saying, our princes, right? We would call them chiefs. We would call them seers, right? Mind you, okay, when the North and South Kingdoms split, the Levites were the priests in the South Kingdom. There were priests in the Northern Kingdom. Do you know who they were?
Yes, sir.
Who?
Okay. It was also Rehoboam, but Levi was also part of it a little bit too, because it was like half of Levi, half was with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and half of Levi went to the Northern Kingdom. But wasn't it Rehoboam?
Gad.
Oh, it was Gad. I kind of mixed up.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of them.
It was Gad. You know what I'm saying? So Gad was the one called the seers or the chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Gad kept the fringes. You know what I'm saying? Gad kept the priestly attire, right? So when he get here, you know what I'm saying, Gad is still keeping their traditions, so to speak, right? But their chiefs were hung. Their music is no longer sung. Their children are dead. Their language is no longer spoke. Everything about Gad has been forgotten or wiped away. Everything about the Taino, the Arawak, the Choctaw, the Chickasaw, the Creek, the Sioux, the Blackfeet, the Cheyenne, the Creek, all of them, they all wiped away. The Mexica, they're all gone. We don't even know who they are. Now they're just a street name on some block in some city, right? So we had a choice. We chose the wrong thing. But today, we still have a choice, because we can make the good come. We can make the better side of the coin happen. All we got to do is follow the Most High and get some friends that can follow the Most High too. And then we'll see this day happen. Go look up, and there's going to be a man coming out the sea. You know what I'm saying? You know the sea and the sky are synonymous.
Yes, sir.
Birds and fish are the same thing.
Right.
Submarines and airplanes are the same thing.
Right.
It's all the same. You dig what I'm saying? So when the sky crack, or when you see that person come out the ocean and they got fire coming out their mouth, they not even swinging swords. they just got fire breathing. And anybody that come up to them don't even want to deal with them. They like, whoever this guy is, ooh, wait. What you guys says?
I'm thinking about that precept in the New Testament where it says when Christ spoke, I think it's in Revelation 2.
Many
when
waters.
Christ spoke, he spoke with many waters.
Revelations 1 and 15 or 16, something like that.
Is that what it's talking about?
Absolutely. When he spoke, his voice was like rushing water. Think, you ever been to Niagara Falls? Or like think like the ocean. When you get to the beach, how loud the ocean is, you know what I'm saying? Or like a big giant waterfall, any waterfall, it's loud. Like it's like it's just, or think about seeing a big giant river, like the Susquehanna River, and up here they dammed it so you don't really see how it flushes. But think about like a flood. Think about like the flood that came to New Orleans. How loud water sounds. Like that's how his voice is. His voice ain't, quiet. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you know what I'm saying? Like when you piss anybody off, they gonna get rough. I mean, it said the Lord was mighty and terrible. You know what I'm saying? But like anybody, you got a good side and a bad side. The Lord said, "Follow me." When you behind him, you don't see who looks at him face to face. You know what I'm saying? That's what you don't want to see. We in order. They said we're gonna follow ranks and Jew. We're gonna be in rank. We're gonna break ranks because we behind Christ. It's gonna say when it said it's like horses run. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like horses run. You're gonna see them and then blink and they're gonna be right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be, what's in front of them is beautiful, and what's behind them is just fire and burnt up stuff and stubble. You know what I'm saying? So when Christ's return is going to be no different. You know what I'm saying? This is how nations fall. This is how nations are built. You know what I'm saying? So our nation doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It ain't we ain't gonna wake up one day and be like, oh, Christ here. Nah, you gotta put the pieces together. It's work to be done. Every day we gotta build the kingdom because it won't just build itself. We go in that corner and teach like Christ taught, like Paul taught, like Ezekiel taught, like Jeremiah taught, like everybody taught. Everybody went in that corner and taught until one day, like Joshua came and Joshua carved out the nation of Israel. He took them kings down. He said, Judah, that's your land over there. Gad, that's your land over there. Reuben, that's your land over there. The same way Joshua came. And it's heavy because the name Joshua in Hebrew is Yahweh. Right? But the same way Joshua came and carved out Israel, is the same way we're going to do it again. You know what I mean? All right, so drop down to verse 40.
Thanks, sir. Going back to Judah being that lion's whelp, when it says about that old lion who shall rise him up, is that talking about Yahweh Shai? Like Yahweh Shai is going to rise up, like the spirit of Judah?
But it's like who shall rise him up? Who going to give him the spirit to go to fight? Who's going to help us fight or help us get in the spirit to fight? Because we don't have that spirit. It's like we in the neck of our enemies. We with Esau all day, every day. We with the oppressor day in and day out, way more than any nation is or any tribe is. You know what I'm saying? No other tribe is with Esau like we are. We in the neck of our enemies, right? We are the reason they move left to right, but we don't rise up against them. We never fight Esau, or not necessarily fight, but we never stand together to go against Esau. You ever seen them do like a boycott? It lasts for like what, 2 weeks? And then it's like, go back to work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go on strike. Nigga, go back to work. You know what I'm saying? Or they go on the federal, that they trying to get their back paid. They want to get paid. They don't care about nothing. All Judah want to do is get paid because we're slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't go against Esau because we need him. We won't eat without Esau. You get it? So that's why it says, who gonna rise them up? Because nigga, you care too much about who's feeding you. You care too much about your meal tonight. You know what I'm saying? We care too much about the water tonight. Niggas ain't gonna try to go into the wilderness and learn how to fight, learn how to do the yakarab, and I mean, sisters ain't gonna learn how to deal with their problems. Nigga, what? This girl said such and such on Facebook. I'm blocking her. That's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? Sisters can't get past issues. Brothers can't get past simple things like making sure the bills is paid, or that's too important for them. Before we do all of that, before we stir the Most High, we gotta think about all of this. What we said on Facebook, how we gonna feed the family tonight, or whatever the case may be. That's how we act as Judah. So we never boycott Esau. We never, you know what I'm saying? We never don't do what Esau tell us to do, because it's more important to pay our bills. So who gonna rise them up? Who gonna tell you like, nigga, F them bills, nigga? We gonna go learn this Yakarab. We gonna go learn these scriptures, and we gonna build this kingdom brick by brick. We gonna go in the woods and learn something. They gonna be like, nah, nigga, slavery. You was there. All the slaves was there. Like, yo, we gonna go learn the Bible. Like, learn the Bible, nigga. I'm telling. You dig what I'm saying? We couldn't read because niggas was telling. That's just the way we are, because somebody's scared of Esau. So we would never rise up because we oppressed ourselves because of the oppressor. All right. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
What's on Kurt? Drop down to verse 40
Yes, sir.
in 2nd Ezra 13. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 13.
Wait, was there any more before that? Hold on. Hold on. Just go ahead with verse 40. What time is it?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king.
Now, you familiar with that, right?
Was this the Assyrian captivity?
So, during the time of Israel, Israel and Judah, like we spoke about earlier, right? The last king of Israel was Hosea. And during the time of Hosea, they went into, Solomon? Was it Nebuchadnezzar? I think it was Solomon of Assyria. It's a regular name, but they went into captivity under Assyria. So these are the 10 tribes that were here on this. When they was having this dream, it directly affect the 10 tribes, right? That went into captivity under Assyria during the time of Hosea. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Whom Salmanasar the king.
Yeah, that's what it is. Salamander. Go ahead.
Whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive,
Mm-hmm.
and he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves,
Mm-hmm.
that they will leave the multitude of the heathen,
Mm-hmm.
and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 42. That they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 44. For the Most High then shewed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 45. For through that country there was a great way to go.
A great way to go. A far way to go. Go ahead.
Namely of a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And the same region is called Arsareth.
Meaning what? The land. Right? So, as this is being read by the oppressors, right? They know to follow this map. If Columbus is an explorer, you know what he's going to do? He's going to go find a way to find these people right? He looking, reading this like, damn, you see this story? Somebody gonna come out the ocean and they're gonna be like this, they gonna do that, and this where they went. They went through Euphrates in the land. It took them a year to cross. We could go find this land. We're gonna go do that. And then we gonna come over. Then I'm gonna call my homies, the people that come. That's gonna be y'all. Y'all gonna come. I'm gonna come back and get y'all, right? I think the ship was called like no. Maybe the ship was called Jesus. One of them ships was called Jesus, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Or Yahweh, or maybe I'm tripping. That might be slavery. I might be getting the two mixed up. But they came across on these boats, brother, and they wreaked havoc on everything that they came across. Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
The devil that the Bible speaks of. Christopher Columbus isn't somebody that's to be celebrated. Christopher Columbus is somebody who jumped into a car that you was in, beat you over the head, robbed you for all your money, drove back home and said, I discovered a car. Go look on the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Esau is somebody who robbed and stole, and Columbus like is somebody who robbed and stole and took everything and said, you know, I discovered a car, I discovered this watch, I discovered this house. You know what I'm saying? Everything to what? It was crazy. That was crazy. That sound was crazy. You know what I mean? Give me what I want. What I want. Of course, you could keep going in this because this John goes forever. This is a beautiful story. Let's go ahead. Give me no, I'm not gonna do that. What's that?
I quick question about the Genesis 49th chapter about the
That's crazy. That's all. Just think about going back to it. But go ahead.
about what shall happen to us in the last days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the tribe of Benjamin, so I just wanted to recap about the one about Benjamin.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis.
There's a custom mix just
Alexa, stop. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil.
What was your question?
Just a general overview of it.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
All right, read it again.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Meaning what? What?
Raven, I can look at the word raven. Raven is like, let me look.
Yeah, look it up.
Raven, it means the archaic noun, violent seizure of prey or property, plunder.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one on Google,
Oxford
Languages. That's the first definition. I could check Merriam-Webster's.
Go ahead, check Merriam-Webster.
You want to check Merriam-Webster's common kind.
Benjamin is like wolves. When Benjamin move in packs, right? Benjamin is somebody you see a lot of them at one time. It's not just like one or two Benjamites. It's a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they are never just like alone. You know what I'm saying? Right. Benjamin is like a raven wolf. They go get the spoil and they bring it back like a wolf pack would. Right. Go ahead, read what you got. What's your definition?
This is the book of this is the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Raven, plunder, pillage.
Yeah, Benjamin raven as wolves. Go ahead.
Number 2, an act or habit of preying, something seized as prey.
So you get it, right? You get what raven is. Benjamin hunts like wolves. Go ahead. Yes, go back to your precept.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Genesis 49 and verse 27. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil.
In the morning he shall do what?
he shall devour the prey,
Mm-hmm.
and at night he shall divide the spoil.
So they roll and pack as wolves, and in the morning he devoured the prey, and at night they divide the spoil. What Benjamin say? Benjamin got how many jobs? How many jobs Benjamin got? They got 3 jobs. I got 3 jobs. Benjamin got 3 jobs. They do all kind of work. They divide the spoils and bring it back to the family. You know what I'm saying? That's what Benjamin do. It's give me Deuteronomy 33. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
33. What Moses said it.
Oh, I see.
33. Start at 12.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And of Benjamin, he said, the beloved of the Lord
Mm-hmm.
shall dwell in safety by him, and the Lord shall cover him all the day long,
Mm-hmm.
and he shall dwell between his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13.
Read that again. Yeah.
And of Benjamin, he said, the beloved of the Lord
Uh-huh. Benjamin, the beloved of the Lord. Go ahead.
shall dwell in safety by him,
Uh-huh.
and the Lord shall cover him all the day long,
Mm-hmm.
and he shall dwell between his shoulders.
That's the spirit of Benjamin. That's all these songs about, you know what I'm saying, who Jah loves and the Lion Judah, and that's the spirit of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? At one point, Benjamin was almost destroyed. You familiar with that, right? In Judges, which I was probably about to go to. But Benjamin was almost destroyed because of their proclivities, as shout to Yediah, because of their proclivities. You know what I'm saying? Benjamin, you familiar with what they did, right, sis? Judges 19 is probably one of the most horrifying stories in the Bible. You want to read it, Yediah? I mean, Abad? Salakia. Let's go to Judges 19.
19.
Start at verse 1.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Judges, chapter 19 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass in those days when there was no king in Israel.
Now, you familiar with the days when there's no king in Israel? Judges is like deliverers or saviors, or like Solomon was one of them. Not Solomon. What's his name? Samson was one of the deliverers.
Right.
Deborah was one of them, or Deborah. When there was no king in the land of Israel, go ahead.
That there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim.
Now, Ephraim is like the northern half of Israel. Go ahead.
Who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah.
A concubine is somebody that a woman that a brother would get during like a time of war when he went through a certain place, and the woman became his through conflict or some type of struggle. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And his concubine played the whore against him,
Mm-hmm.
and went away from him unto her father's house, unto Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And her husband arose and went after her to speak friendly unto her,
Mm-hmm.
and to bring her again,
Mm-hmm.
having his servant with him,
So he goes back to get his wife. He got his homies with him. Go ahead.
and a couple of asses, and
Mhm.
she brought him unto her father's house.
So when he get there, he see his rib and he goes in the house. Go ahead.
And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet
He
him.
was like, Most High in Christ, brother, it's good to see you. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained
He
him,
made him stay. Go ahead.
and he abode with him 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So they did eat and drink and lodge there.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And it came to pass on the 4th day, when they arose early in the morning, that he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Comfort thine heart with a morsel of bread.
He like, yo, you want to eat some bread? Would you like some food? Would you like something to eat before you leave? Go ahead.
And afterward go your way.
Just eat before you leave. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And they sat down and did eat and drink both of them together.
Mm-hmm.
For the damsel's father had said unto the man, Be content, I pray thee.
Relax. You ain't no rush. Y'all good here. Go ahead.
And tarry all night.
Wait all night if you want to. Go ahead.
And let thine heart be merry.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. And when the man rose up to depart, his father-in-law urged him. Therefore he lodged there again.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And he arose early in the morning on the 5th day to depart. And the damsel father said, Comfort thy heart, I pray thee. And they tarried until afternoon.
So he's getting him to stay. He just keep prolonging his departure. He's like, yo, stay another night. If I could, eat some bread, drink some water. We got some wine over there. We got some of this Henny White. You want some Henny White? We got some good tequila. Just stay another night if you could, right? And they're like, all right, no sweat, we'll stay again. We got some good bread. We got the hard dough, cocoa bread in the back with some beef patties. We got pati of them in the back. Please stay. You know what I'm saying? So he making them, or he trying to get them to stay. So they stayed for a couple of days. Go ahead.
And they did eat both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant and his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now the day draweth toward evening. I pray you, tarry all night.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the day groweth to an end. Lodge here, that thine heart may be merry.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow get you up early on your way, that thou mayest go home.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed.
So now he like, brother, I appreciate your hospitality, but we gonna roll out. All right, I just came to come check my rib, make sure she tawab, everything tawab. I'm gonna go ahead and roll out, brother. Go ahead.
And came over against Jebus,
mm-hmm.
which is Jerusalem,
mm-hmm.
and there was with him 2 asses settled. His concubine also was with him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. And when they were by Jebus, the day was far spent, and
mm-hmm.
the servant said unto his master, Come, I pray thee, and let us turn into the city of the Jebusites,
mm-hmm.
and lodge in it.
The Jebusites became what Jerusalem was in the future. You know what I'm saying? The land of the Jebusites became Jerusalem and the land of Judah. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And his master said unto him, We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger that is not of the children of Israel. We will pass over to Gibeah.
Mm-hmm. So they're like, we're not going. That's like going into a sundown town, right? They're like, yo, we're gonna go into this town over here. It's a town called Vidor, Texas. They're like, we're not gonna go to Vidor. We're gonna go to Beaumont. That's a black city. We'd rather stay in Beaumont than stay in Vidor, or like around here. Think like I don't know, Westchester. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna stop in Westchester, or we're gonna stop in Newtown Square, or just some we're gonna stop in Elkton. Nah, we'd rather keep going until we get to Philly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're thinking. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And he said unto his servant, Come, and let us draw near to one of these places to lodge all night in Gibeah or in Ramah.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. And they passed on and went their way.
Mm-hmm.
And the sun went down upon them when they were by Gibeah, which belongeth to Benjamin.
So this was Benjamin town. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And they turned aside thither to go in and to lodge in Gibeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when he went in, he sat him down in a street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house to lodge in.
So now when they get to this town, right, nobody says, they don't know anybody in the city, and nobody offers them a place to stay. So he sit down in the street. He just sitting in the middle of the road, just waiting. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And behold, there come an old man from his work out of the field at even, which was also of Mount Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjamites.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou? And whence comest thou?
So the old man, like, where y'all coming from? Where y'all going? Go ahead.
Verse 18. And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, toward this side of the Mount Ephraim. From thence am I.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but I am now going to the house of the Lord, and there is no man that receiveth me to house.
So he trying to find somewhere to stay. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me, and for my handmaid,
mm-hmm.
and for the young man which is with thy servants.
So we don't want to stay nowhere for food or whatever. We got everything we need. We got food, we got water, we good to go. We just need somewhere to lay our heads. Go ahead.
There is no want of anything. Verse 20. And the old man said, peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me. Only lodge not in the street.
He said, listen, y'all can stay with me, but please don't stay here. Go ahead.
Verse 21. So he brought him into his house and gave provender unto the asses, and they washed their feet and did eat and drink.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. Now as they were making...
Now this is where we could have started at, sis, but I wanted you to get the backdrop of the story. All right? You Benjamin? Okay. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Verse 22. Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house round about, and beat at the door and spake to the master of the house.
So now while they sitting at the table eating, right? While they, making their hearts merry, eating, drinking, men came to the city and surrounded the house and started banging on the door. Go ahead.
The old man saying, bring forth the man that come into thine house.
They said, yo, where that dude that was just in the house? Where he at? They beat on the door. Like, where that man that just came in that house? Go ahead.
That we may know him.
That we may what?
That we may know him.
What does know mean, sis?
No means to have intercourse.
Yes.
Sodomize.
Yes. They trying to deal with this man ungodly. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly.
He like, brother, please, please don't do this. No, I don't do this wickedness, please. Go ahead.
Seeing that this man is come into mine house, do not this folly.
Folly is foolishness. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them.
Now, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. These are two women, right? He's saying, don't take the brother. It's two women. I'll give you them. Y'all can be with this woman, right? Just don't ravish this brother. Go ahead.
And do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so vile a thing.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. But the men would not hearken to him.
Now, these men were obviously horny as hell. I don't know what you would call this. You know what I'm saying? But these men wanted to molest this man, right? I don't know if you can say that on air. But he like, if y'all got a scratch, y'all need the itches, some women. If y'all need some women, I don't know if y'all, whatever y'all got going on, but it's some women here that y'all can deal with. Here's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's going to happen, but just don't do that to this man. Please, it's a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? His brother serves the Most High. Right. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
But the men would not hearken to him.
If I could remember, this is a Levite. This is a priest.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her.
Yeah, so he took the concubine. Where you at?
Verse 25, sir.
Okay, so the men took his concubine, his red, and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her. Go ahead.
And abused her all the night until the morning.
Go ahead. And
when the day began to spring, they let her go.
So they dealt with this woman all night long, which was his red. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day and fell down at the door of the man's house, where her Lord was till it was light.
So she came back to where her husband was and laid there until the morning came. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And her Lord rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold.
So she just made it to the doorstep. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up and got him into his place. Verse 29. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine.
So when he told her to get up and she didn't get up, she had already passed away. She was dead, right? So they ravaged her until she passed away. This is Benjamin, right? Shalak, keep on.
Kokan. He took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces and sent her into all the coast of Israel.
So now this priest or this Levite cut her body into 12 pieces, sent her to the parts of Israel, and told the leaders of each of these tribes what happened. Keep going.
Verse 30. And it was so that all that saw it said, there was no such deed done nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt unto this day.
So there's never anything more wicked that ever been done. And so what happened was all of Israel went to war with Benjamin. All of Israel went to war with Benjamin. And Benjamin was not to become a tribe at some point. Give me 20. And 32. Wait, start at 20 and 20. Start at 20 and 20.
Okay. This is the book of Judges, chapter 20 and verse 20.
Good.
And the men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin. And the men of Israel put themselves in array to fight against them at Gibeah.
Go down to 32.
Kawakan. Verse 32. And the children of Benjamin said, they are smitten down before us, as at the first. But the children of Israel said, let us flee and draw them from the city unto the highways.
Verse
33. And all the men of Israel rose up out of their place and put themselves in array at Baal Tamar. And the liars and weight of Israel came forth out of their places.
Drop down to 35.
Okay. Verse 35. And the Lord smote Benjamin before Israel. And the children of Israel destroyed of the Benjamites that day 25,000 and 100 men.
Keep going.
All these drew the sword.
Go ahead.
Verse 36. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were smitten, for the men of Israel gave place to the Benjamites, because they trusted unto the liars and weight.
Go to verse 44.
Verse 44. And there fell of Benjamin 18,000 men. All these were men of valor. Verse 45. And they turned and fled toward the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon. And they gleaned of them in the highways 5,000 men, and pursued hard after them unto Gidon, and slew 2,000 men of them.
Go to 21 and 13.
Yes, sir.
Maybe 21 and 6. Start at 6.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 21, verse 6. And the children of Israel repented them for Benjamin their brother, and said, this is one tribe cut off from Israel this day. Verse 7. How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing we have sworn by the Lord that we will not give them of our daughters to wives?
Yeah, we swore by the Lord that we're not going to let the Benjamite women go into the heathen. So how are we going to deal with the women of Benjamin? Keep going.
Verse 8. And they said, what one is there of the tribes of Israel that came not up to Mizpah to the Lord? And behold, there came none to this camp from Jabesh Gilead to the assembly.
I don't know exactly where it said, but what they did was, go to 19.
Verse 19. Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh, yearly in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Lebanon. Verse 20. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards. Verse 21. And see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance and dances, then come ye out of the vineyards and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh.
So what they did was they threw a party, and they got the men of Israel to be with the daughters of Benjamin, and that's how Benjamin grew and became a tribe again. You know what I'm saying? The men of Benjamin had to go. Well, not had to, but the men of Benjamin ravished the women, or not ravished. They danced with the women. You know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? They swept them off their feet. You know, that's why I be doing all them songs and all that crazy Benjamite stuff. This is Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? This is their spirit. You know what I'm saying? They be jumping off trees on women now. They be doing some wild, crazy stuff. They knock you through the fence, put you through the sheetrock. That's Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? Their whole style is about this. You know what I'm saying? They got a song called "Broke Off Me Cock." Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, yikes. I can't imagine the lifestyle of a Benjamite at some point. You know what I'm saying? Everything. When you go to Jamaica, everything is a phallus. The lighters, the ashtrays, everything is a phallus, or a man with his phallus out. That's the whole culture of Benjamin. Is mad horny. You know what I'm saying? Benjamin culture. You go to any store in Jamaica, you're gonna see how much they feel about their women and themselves.
Basically they're highly sexualized.
Yes, that's why they got peanut punch. They're like peanut punch. So like rude boy drunk the peanut punch, them boy, you just, you know what I'm saying, mash up the boom boom, bounce off the body, like, you know what I'm saying? With that.
And the dances that they be doing today, that's where this came from. And Judges, they was looking at the woman and they was dancing and they picked the woman that they wanted.
Because Benjamin, because of their lust, was about to be wiped out. And so the Lord had to bring back Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? That's how he brought it back. It's so heavy because as we become a nation, right? This is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to build our nation just as Benjamin did. You know what I'm saying? What we don't want to happen is we don't want to build their nation. We don't want to build their customs and everything that they have. The more and more we work, the more we'll become a part of their culture. We build what they have, and we'll never get to see that man coming out the sky. We'll never get to see that boat metaphorically pull up and Yahushua step off. You know what I'm saying? The boat is, you know what the boat is? The boat is the chariots. You know what I'm saying? We'll never get to see the day when that happens and fire comes out of his mouth and he consumes everything that's around it. That day won't come until we build it. You know what I'm saying? We got to make the kingdom of heaven on earth as it is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? The angels, they follow what the Most High say. So we got to be just as militant, just as diligent. You know what I'm saying? We all got a part to play. And we all got to do what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Christopher Columbus came here and he just was a cancer. You know what I'm saying? What he did was he unalived so many Native Americans. 600,000 people at a time. Like it was sad. I wish I'd have bought these books for y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all would have seen more of what the records say about Columbus. You know what I mean? But all they did was capitalize off of our hell. You know what I'm saying? And they made it into a holiday. And then this holiday is indicative of the power of the white man, of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And he shows his power by showing how he defeated us, or he shows his power by showing how we fell underneath him. Not just us, the earth Like we saying Hawaii did the same thing. Study Hawaii. What happened to Hawaii? Go ahead.
So now it's supposed to be Christmas Columbus holiday and the indigenous people holiday.
Mm-hmm.
The Native Americans, that would be an insult.
It is an insult. Because why would we celebrate this day that we was destroyed? This day, a demon landed on our land. And we're not going to celebrate this day. Same for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We could have went to a whole breakdown. I was trying to not go where Abad wanted me to go. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of brushed past it as far as Benjamin is concerned. You know what I'm saying? But even Gad, you know what I'm saying? We really do Thanksgiving and break down these holidays. You'll see how demonic Esau is. And it's all in the scriptures. Like Gad was a troop. Gad would be overtaken by a troop. You know what I'm saying? Gad would pinch teepees and tents. You know what I'm saying? In the sight of the wind, how to use smoke signals to communicate. And Esau found all of these things that Gad did, and they used it to capitalize or to better themselves. They just absorbed Israel into their kingdom and became a superpower. That's what the white man does. That's what the oppressor does. You know what I'm saying? And by doing so, he made, you know what I mean, something so great. You know what I mean? So, damn, it's 8:52. You got any more questions about it?
I got a precept, sir.
Go ahead.
And 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter. I want to go to 20.
Go ahead.
But now there are many members, yet but one body. And I want to drop down to verse 23. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor.
Mm-hmm.
And our uncomely parts we have more abundant comeliness.
Mm-hmm. All right, break it down.
Yes, sir. Yes. We going back to verse 20, started off. But we are now many members, but one body.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were saying before, we all have a part to play.
Right.
That's why it's important for everybody to come into the school, because every Israelite, whether you're in a school or not, is important.
Mm-hmm.
You are needed. You are going to be needed in the kingdom, in Christ's kingdom. Like we'll rather you be the Most High will rather the wicked change from his wicked way and live than die. He take no pleasure in the death of the wicked. The Most High God doesn't take pleasure in death. He wants that. He's the creator of heaven and earth. He wants life. He just wants to be obeyed. He wants to be obeyed. And then when we drop down to verse 23, and of those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow a more abundant honor.
Mm-hmm. Which is heavy in itself. That's heavy in itself. Go ahead, break it down.
Yes. It reminds me of the scripture where it says, "The greatest among you shall be his servant."
Right.
So we have to like the one like in this school, like in the I.S.U.P.K, as you get up there, you're there to serve them. You're there to serve more.
Yeah,
you're
like exactly more. The you don't understand how much these phones ring the further you get. You know what I'm saying? Because you are more valuable to more people. You know what I'm saying? Not saying no one lacks value at any rank or any position. You know what I'm saying? But value is great. Sisters, the value of a sister is amazing because brothers is not going to survive without sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Troopers, without troopers, the camp won't get carried. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to carry the camp equipment. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do the things that need to be done. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. The troopers' work is very important. Young officers, you know what I'm saying? Officers of 50, officers like myself, 50 to 5,000. You know what I'm saying? We here to do the footwork. You know what I'm saying? Our jobs are very important. When you get the captains and the generals, 13,000, 10,000, their job is everybody has an important role to play. You know what I'm saying? No role diminishes another person's role. Right. That's just your job. That's your position. That's what you're here to do. Just, you know what I'm saying, be best in your position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the better you are, you know what I'm saying, the more value you have. Right. Your phone won't stop ringing because we know what you're here for. You know what I mean? So it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of who and what rank you are, your value is the Lord gave it to you.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So that's why it's a beautiful thing to even be here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is heavy. You saying Salagi, my phone doing numbers right now. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. Salagi. But real quick, what's the class called?
Stolen land.
Do me a favor.
Stolen
Look
land.
up what the word conquistador means. Conquistador. I believe it means. I think it just means conqueror.
Isn't that a movie out about the conquistadors?
Yeah.
I remember this one movie I seen, these Native Americans at the end. These Native Americans in the movie at the end, it was this white lady. She was staying on a mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like the Native American members trying to come here because they had a knife, but they was gonna cut her
Mm-hmm.
and stab her. Instead of going to them, she looked back and decided to commit suicide.
Damn.
And jump off the mountain instead of dying at their hands.
I mean, it's like I don't know if we can say that, but it's a movie called Apocalypto, which is heavy as well. You seen that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the picture of it.
Yeah, Apocalypto is one of the movies. Like you got to read it as it's going subtitles, and they make it seem as if Native Americans were like sacrificing to other gods. They was lining them up, you know what I'm saying, and they was just cutting people's heads off trying to find God. They was just heads rolling down this pyramids. That's normally what pyramids were for. Pyramids were like death sites. You know what I'm saying? So they were about to cut the one dude head off, and it was an eclipse. You know what I'm saying? The moon went behind the sun, and everybody was like, "Oh!" And then they stopped, and they believed that he was the one. And then right after that, you see the ships coming to the land. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like they used it. They propaganda is something that they use. Propaganda is used to make you think a certain type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they use media and images and footage to make you know what they want you to know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why it's a beautiful thing to come to these classes, because this ain't no propaganda. You know what I'm saying? But the more and more you scroll, your algorithm is based on what you stop and look at. They know what you look at. They got pictures, like they say it's like this iPhone and stuff, it flash every 4 seconds or something like that. If you look at it in an infrared camera, your iPhone is continuously flashing, and it's taking snapshots of what your eyes lock on the most. And whatever your eyes lock on, it builds profiles based off what you look at the most. That's what algorithms are. So
it reminds me of that, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Right. So
break you to all the things that
yeah. So like if you don't fight back, like they'll take control of your mind just based off the phone. You know what I'm saying? Based off the TV and the commercials, they do everything so you are subject to the masses. You know what I'm saying? They infiltrate your mind. And AI is another one. As AI coming, AI is going to make sure that you submit to them. And just as the internet, they said the internet was to spread information. Right. AI is to gather information. AI is meant to steal your thoughts and make it computerized. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. Internet gives you information, but AI wants to know how you think. AI wants to know what you do. Like the way AI works is it gathers information. So they don't just pull stuff out of clouds. They put what normally goes next to the places. So like they say he went, it's normally next to the store. It builds like that. They don't just know the answer. It just builds based off what comes next, usually in this answer or this question. And so as you give it information, it'll grow. And when it's done collecting information from you, it won't need you anymore. Yeah.
What then?
Well, it was something. The dude had jailbroke AI. He jailbroke it. You know what I'm saying? And he asked, "What? Yeah, what then?" At that point, when you don't become valuable no more, what happens to you?
The person or AI?
You. When you lose value or anything, when this microphone loses value, what happened to it?
I see. It's like when the salt has lost its flavor.
Yeah.
When we trying over the foot of man.
You get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? You find something that's worth more, or that you can learn or attach to or grow from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to say AI is going to get rid of us, but you gotta think how Esau is thinking. Esau trying to build a whole new, I don't know, humanity. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what they're doing at this point. They're trying to build a whole new people. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to hit the island again. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hit the land again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this time is for your mind to make sure that you are like, they want to know what you're thinking. Like, they steal information all day long with this propaganda. This phone steals all your information. If I say breadsticks, in 5 minutes they're gonna be a commercial on my phone about breadsticks. You know what I'm saying? If I say I love Red Robin, in 5 minutes I'm gonna scroll down my phone, it's gonna be a Red Robin commercial. If I say give me a Modelo, I'm gonna have a Modelo on my phone in 5 seconds.
Sometimes when I look at TV and I'm watching a movie or something, and I might say a word, and then I hear on TV somebody repeated the word that I said, but they acted, like that.
Yeah, like they make you think what they want you to think, and once they make you subject to them, you know what I'm saying, once you become subject to your thoughts are subject to them, then that's how they keep us enslaved. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it's a beautiful thing to come to these classes, because you start to break the chains. Right. You start to go at Satan, go at the devil, go at Esau, because this ain't normal. This ain't regular. The stuff we learning about is going against America. That's why we say free yourself from America. You know what I'm saying? Get out of her so that you won't be victim when the day comes that brother get off that boat or get off that chariot. When that day come, Lord be with whoever is watching TV or whoever's scrolling on their phone, whoever's not paying attention, Lord be with them. Because you know where we gonna be? In the bushes somewhere learning Yakarab. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be somewhere preparing. Right. So when that day comes, we'll know what to do. Right. You know what I mean? So just don't be dumb. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. Like, coming to class is the only fight we got left in us. Right. You know what I'm saying? And doing the work of the Lord is the only fight we have left. Right. Because of the precept you read earlier. This is our rest. Oh, right. You know what I'm saying? This is how we find the Most High. Right. Otherwise, we'll be asleep. Right. You know what I mean? All right, what time is it? Good night. Any other questions, man?
I got your conquistador definition. You still want it?
Yeah, go ahead.
The definition of conquistador, a conqueror.
Damn, a conqueror. That's what Christopher Columbus was, a conqueror. That's what conquistador means. Conquer means to subdue. So the conquistadors, or the Spanish conquerors, came to destroy. They came to annihilate. So when you celebrate Columbus Day, you're celebrating the destroyer, right. A person who came to annihilate. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Is that it?
A little bit more. Especially one of the Spanish conquerors of Mexico and Peru in the 16th century.
Now, Christopher Columbus got money from the king and the queen. I think it was like Isabella and probably Charles, one of them. You know what I'm saying? They gave him money to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Columbus wasn't rich. I think Columbus was a bum, actually. He was somebody that they just like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And when he came over here, he felt something. So he was trying to up his rank. You know what I'm saying? Like, white man's a devil. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to put it, man. So we know, you know what I'm saying, but we got to go out there and deal with the masses. So the more and more we know about these topics, the better equipped we are to deal with our oppressors and our brothers. Like the brother we were talking about earlier, the people that don't know the truth. Right. The people that aren't here, people that aren't following the Most High, right. The people that aren't friends of Christ. Right. You know what I'm saying? And those people don't know the truth. Right. So when your friends do tell you about the pizza, put the pork or the pepperoni on it, you know what I'm saying? You can say to them, well, sis, look, you know what I'm saying? Pizza is unclean. All these ain't, like, would you eat a dog? No, I ain't eating no dog. But why wouldn't you eat a dog? That's nasty. Well, that's how I feel about pork. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat dog. I don't eat squirrel. I don't eat just random things. I respect my body. I respect my organs. You know what I'm saying? You got to do better than that, sis. Listen, if you want to, This class I go to, they teach you how to, you know what I'm saying, take care of yourself. They teach you how to be a better person. I've been doing it for a while, you know what I'm saying, and I've learned things that help me become a better person. If you want to come to class with me, you know what I'm saying? Learn about God. We learn to serve God the right way. What?
The class.
This class you in
These
right
classes,
now. Yeah,
right?
the class you in right now. And man, yo, come to class. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever part of the earth you in, or you can look at it online. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, just bring your questions. Because the difference between us and them, we got answers.
Right.
Wherever you go in life, you ain't gonna get answers. Right. Whatever church you go to, whatever mosque you go to, whatever place you go to, you won't get the answers. You just have more questions. You know what I'm saying? You come here to find answers. So, you know what I mean? Tell them this is where you need to be if you have questions. But most of them don't want to know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I believe that's it. I don't think I really got into my topic, but to why, you know what I'm saying? Like, to why we did pretty good though. I mean, we got to a lot of the meat and potatoes of it, of who Christopher Columbus is. You know, I just really wanted to touch on it because that day is coming up. I seen that joint on the calendar, and it's crazy because you can celebrate somebody who evil as hell. That's the white man. You know what I'm saying? All right, with that being said, we're gonna pass the class off to preaching officer Abahaya. What's on Chris? What's on Chris?
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West and 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to check the tells the ward. They need transportation to teach or arrangement. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry a tie, which is a commandment found in the book of Numbers 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, 3, verse 8 through 10. My I.S.U.P.K, the 10th in Hebrew, 10% of every penny that the increase the Lord gives you gives to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory whatsoever must look like. Upcoming holy convocation is the closing of the Feast of Tabernacles. It will be Monday, October 13, 2025. Leviticus, found in the book of Leviticus, 23 verses 34 to 44. My welcome. That's the most important always. Any brother wants to be a trooper, the schools are wearing black, blue shirt, and I'll start there with that. Men of Israel, when we become one person to look, men of Israel, Imagine, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakatham.
That's the top, you sit down. Sorry, turn to face sisters, this is Imagine. Imam Shabbat is the day about the your feet, that 45 degree angle, your right hand plus to your left. We salute you, you salute the back. And Israel will be consistent with great salute. And Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imagine, Barak,
Yahweh Shamar Alatab Hashem Yahshua.
Grab your time, sit down, class is dismissed.